The cashless trap, why digital money might be making us poorer. We don't feel it when we tap, we don't think twice when we click, but every digital transaction is slowly draining our wallet and our willpower. So, welcome to the cashless trap, and if you're not careful, it's keeping you broke. Today, we're talking about why digital money feels invisible and how that invisibility is rewiring our brain, our spending habits, and our financial future. We're going to learn how we can break free from it, so that's good. Hi, it's your friend Eva, and I'm in debt. No savings, no retirement, absolutely no business giving financial advice, but here we are. Personal finance needs more honesty and less shame. And if you're tired of being judged for being in debt, please share and subscribe. We need to get the word out that there is like a shame-free zone. I do have some free downloads below. And before we start, I am not a financial advisor. When it comes to financial advice or any advice you find on the internet, please do your own research. So we all know the world changed in March of 2025. One of those changes was how we pay for things. Up until that point, we used credit cards, debit cards, and cash. After that point, nobody wanted to touch cash. I still don't like to touch cash. And it's not just using the actual card anymore. You tap your phone. I remember I left my wallet at home, and after the initial panic and remembering my wallet was sitting on my desk in my bedroom, then I thought, oh, crap, I just got all these groceries. Like, I don't want to go home and get my wallet and come back. Oh, and the cashier said, why don't you just tap your phone? I'm like, what is this witchcraft you speak of, good sir? And then he showed me how to pay with my phone. Up until that point, I had never done that. So let's start with the psychology of invisible money. Facts. Studies show that people spend like up to 100% more when using cards instead of cash. So the breakdown is our brain registers pain when handing over physical cash. With digital, there's no friction, just dopamine. And I'm someone who chases dopamine, so I get it. Like reading this stuff, I'm like, man, I feel seen, but in a bad way. When you swipe, you're not spending money. You're really spending numbness, if you think about it. Digital payments are set up or designed to trap us. One-click buying or one-click ordering, buy now, pay later, auto renewals. Companies don't want us to feel the money leaving. Convenience is the new currency, and you're paying interest on impulse. One of the things that keeps me in debt longer is my impulse spending. I've gotten better, but you know what? It is a struggle because you go to the store for 3 items and you walk out, you have those 3 items. And then I'll also have, a pack of gum, M&Ms, and like a cashmere sweater. So I get it. The budgeting illusion. I wish I had time to do like cool editing on my videos, because then I would have like the budgeting illusion and like, ooh, but I don't do that because I don't have time. But let's pretend, all right? Traditional budgeting becomes challenging because our money is now moving like in these microtransactions. There's a lot more to keep up with, and we all work hard, and it's just like one more thing on my plate, one more thing added to my mental load. Like, my mental load is filled. I can't anymore. Streaming, subscriptions, in-app purchases, like they're designed to just like slip right under the radar. So you need to track behavioral spending and not just categories these days. 3 ways we can escape the cashless trap. The digital envelope system, and this is with a debit-only preloaded card or app. They do have them. Go buy a Visa or MasterCard at your local store, and you get it. You can buy it preloaded, or you put money on it, and you can add money as needed. When you're loading the card with cash from your bank account, it's almost as painful as using cash because you see, the money going onto the card. So it's not just a dopamine hit. You're going to feel the pain. And most of them have like a $4.95 like setup fee. You know what? Or to activate it. That is going to save you a lot of money because you are not paying hundreds of dollars in credit card interest. Do spending reviews. Try cash days, once a week. Force your brain to feel the transaction again. Money we can't feel is money we can't control. And the more seamless it becomes, the more disconnected we become, and it gets us further from our financial goals. All right, so look, I love my debit card. I use that because, as we know, my credit cards are all maxed out. But it's still, it's still different than using cash. When you use cash, like it is like, ugh, I know how I worked for that. But with the debit or credit card, it is so easy. So that's it. Definitely a lot to think about. I'm sure I'm going to do more videos on this because it really is an important topic and something we don't think about because it's been set up so that we don't think about it. So think about that. How's that? All right. So that's it. Thank you. And I will see you in the next video.